Innovator, serial entrepreneur, engineer, Mr. George Hansen has spent his career developing new materials. It's hard to comprehend that idea, making material that has never existed before. These new materials and characteristics have enabled the creation of new products or innovate and improve existing products. The materials he's invented, at least by Mr. Hansen, have broad applications. These lightweight composite materials have been used to shield electronics from electromagnetic surges and lighten the weight of antennas. His composites have been used to create new medical devices. They have been applied to critical national security projects, and his work has culminated in 13 patents and 12 patents pending. Mr. Hansen has started 4 companies in his career, creating scores of opportunities for highly skilled employees. As founder of Conductive Composites, he has positioned their research and development and manufacturing facilities in rural Utah, creating jobs in Wasatch, Carbon, and Emery counties. Throughout his career, Mr. Hansen has given back to the community. He is a founding member of UAMI, the Utah Advanced Material and Manufacturing Initiative, where he has also served as a member of, as a mentor for entrepreneurs who are trying to establish themselves in the advanced composite materials industry. For his engineering achievements and for his commitment to the state of Utah, George Hansen is being awarded the Governor's Science and Technology Medal for Industry. Please welcome me in congratulating him.
George is quite the innovator. In fact, we've been trying to figure out a number of titles for him here in the company over the years, because he started this whole company really by himself, quit his day job in 1984 and began developing technologies, and we've really covered a lot of areas since then.
George is one of those people that can actually communicate with others, and then he can carry it forward into meaningful places. He can look at the social implications that a technical invention might have and find a way to use it in a really productive way.
The technologies that George has developed go all the way through into other areas such as the medical field and sporting goods equipment. So it's very interesting to have this mindset about creativity and looking at the periodic table as your Lego set and thinking about what you can build with it, because we end up having a lot of different possibilities and a lot of different options.
He's also one of those people that cares a lot about what this means to other people. It's really hard to create new jobs in rural that matter. But if you can take someone like George, who's an entrepreneur, who's committed to doing that development in a rural area, what better way to do that?
It's so interesting that he has just that built-in, non-stoppable push. He kind of just wakes up with it every day. And at the same time, he's able to couple that with kindness.
George is one of those people that's a pioneer. And by that I mean he's pioneered in technology, but he also sees himself as being the advanced guard for the next generation. He's very interested in not only having rural economic development, but about who's behind him, who's going to follow me and be the next generation of this idea. And I think that makes him not only a leader, but also someone that's really looking out for what's going to happen in the future.
For his decades of work in advanced materials and commitment to rural economic development, this year's Governor's Medal for Science and Technology in Industry goes to George Hansen, Chief Technology Officer and founder of the Conductive Group.
You want it to stick, you write it down, then hope you can read it. Truly disruptive advances only come through a combination of personal work and a network. The personal drive comes from knowing well who you are, but just as well who you are not and what you cannot do. Then having both the intelligence and the integrity and the humility to reach out to the network. Many from that network are here today, family, friends, professional associates. I thank you all. A particular individual note, I thank my partner, friend, and son, Dr. Nathan Hansen. Okay, I'll get through this. But I do wish to recognize a few of the network who, though they cannot be here today, their influence is still felt. My mother, Afton, who gave me a book on plate tectonics in first grade. My father, Lewis, who gave me a chart of the nuclides for my 10th birthday and furthermore taught me how to read it. My college employer and mentor, Bill Pope, for teaching me the alchemy of turning pencil lead into diamonds, and in that, seeding the thought that I could make about anything I wanted with God's 92 Legos if I learned the rules. But furthermore, for teaching me early that the brilliance of success often finds its foundation in the darkness of failure. To my lifelong friend and partner, Bill Jenkin, he died when he was 96. He taught me the true relationship of technology to trust. In 25 years, we never signed an agreement together. That's important. Most of all, my loving wife, when one day in 1984, I walked away from a key engineering Fortune 500 job to follow the dream, arriving home early and whispering the news in her ear, with fire in her eyes and strength in her back, she grabbed me squarely and said, "What took you so long? Let's go." Thank you, Governor.